Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back for another Total War video with the Terminator. After a long wait, the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD update is finally here in all its glory, and man is it a good one. We've got loads of new units and faction roster changes, unit card updates, we've got tier 1 mercenaries across the entire map, we've got campaign and battle rebalancing and AI enhancements, and so much more. This update is a long time coming, and I know everyone has been very excited about it. So in this video, I will do my best to run through all the changes made, as well as what's still in the works to be released hopefully in the next couple weeks. By the end, I guarantee you're going to want to get right back into Medieval Kingdoms, guys, because these changes are amazing. So let's get started. The first thing to talk about, and definitely the highlight of this update, is the Mercenaries. For a long time now, we've been waiting on a proper global mercenary pool across the campaign map, and it is finally here. Whether you're in Scotland or Italy or Egypt, you will have access to tier 1 mercenaries, so earlier mercenaries in your campaign, which is a great start. I imagine we'll probably get tier 2 and 3 mercenaries sometime in the next year as more units get added into the mod, but for now I am very happy we have mercenaries at all. It is a much awaited brilliant addition to the mod, and I cannot wait to get into a campaign and check them out. Looking at units in general for Medieval Kingdoms, we've now got proper unit variation from a stat point of view, impacted by traditions, faction effects, and renown. We've got a new recruitment building for Turkic factions, specifically in the east for foreign recruitment, which is very cool, likely a local recruitment pool making use of the local population, and of course we've got a massive amount of new units. Apart from the cosmetic unit icon changes and category changes here and there, which are very well done by the way, we do have brand new units and overhauled unit rosters for the Empires of Nicaea and Epirus, the Albanian League of Lecce, the Ayyubid Sultanate, the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, the Ottoman Sultanate, the Almohads, Granada, the Marinids, the Hafsids, and England. And we have new unit cards for Castile, Portugal, Wales, and Toulouse. All these unit changes mean 15 factions in total have bigger unit variation from tier 1 up to tier 3, leading to better balance between factions, better gameplay variety from a player engagement and immersion point of view, and just generally a more filled out set of factions to enjoy. All these units, from the Billmen of England to the hybrid shock cavalry of the Almohads, means that the AI will also make use of better units on the battlefield, so hopefully this will mean more of a challenge overall, which is a great thing. And the units really do look amazing, guys. I mean, the team have done such a good job across the board, from the armor to the weapons and the banners, from the Islamic factions to the Catholics. Everything is super impressive, and there's an immense amount of individual variation as well, which I just love. You have to give it to the MK1212 team. They really know how to make Total War units beautiful, and an absolute joy to take a pause and have a look at what's going on in your battles. The campaign has seen some pretty major changes and additions as well. Campaign AI has been enhanced, which I'm not sure in what way, but I'm sure it has something to do with specific personalities for certain factions to prioritize various objectives, behave in certain ways against other factions, etc. Papal AI specifically has been changed, which I think probably has something to do with the College of Cardinals, which has yet to be added. We've got new emergent factions with Bosnia and Moldavia, sabotage abilities for assassins, and other abilities for spies as well. Islamic religious buildings have been given a base of 1 sanitation, which to be honest makes a lot of sense. And best of all, we've got some new script changes for the campaign, at the top of which is expanded Crusade mechanics. So before, new Crusades could only be called against Sunni and Shia Islamic factions, but now they can be called against a bunch of new religions, including Baltic paganism, the Cathars, Catholic heretics, and the Ibadi Islamic religion, which is awesome. Hopefully, with expanded papal mechanics and the incoming College of Cardinals, this means Crusades will be playing a much larger role in the overall campaign gameplay experience. Another major campaign change is that when you take the city of Mecca specifically, you get various faction effects. So, if you're a non-Islamic faction, you'll incur a big diplomatic penalty against Islamic factions. You will destabilize the Islamic world generally from a diplomatic point of view. But if you're an Islamic faction and you control Mecca, you get a diplomatic bonus, which is, again, naturally, it makes sense. This is vice versa, by the way, for Rome falling to another faction or if you control it. So, just if you didn't know. Finally, there are loads of other campaign changes and bug fixes that all, together make a big difference to the campaign. The major changes out of these are that some fixes have been made to the Holy Roman Empire mechanics, which is a good thing. Currently, I feel like the mechanics are kind of broken, which make the Holy Roman Empire slightly unplayable, but hopefully with these changes and fixes, the HRE are a much more playable and fun faction to get into. The bubonic plague now causes massive population effects, and just staying on population for a second, there have been optimizations made to the mechanic as well, so hopefully this makes a bigger difference to campaign gameplay. Bug fixes for Empire and Kingdom formations not happening, papal favor system issues, Epirus not being able to recruit, and more. Loads of bug fixes that have made 1212 even more playable and much more polished than before. Out of all the changes in the update though, I think you'll agree that some of the biggest are the new units, unit cards, faction roster overhauls, which should make some factions like the Ottomans, the Nicaeans, England, or the Almohads, and more a much better experience. But we can't forget, of course, about the global mercenaries, which should make the campaign a lot more dynamic. It always bugged me whenever I started a new campaign in 1212 to see an empty mercenary panel, but to see this filled out with new units is much better, much more immersive, and will make waging war a bit more engaging compared to before. For me though, where this update really shines is the unit visuals. This is where Medieval Kingdoms 1212 always draws me back in. The new units across the 15 playable factions look absolutely incredible, and the fact that when you go into these factions in the custom battles tab of the main menu and you see the immersive variety between different unit types, categories, etc. is just a brilliant thing. I absolutely love that the team are constantly working on adding, tweaking, and updating units for the mod because, for me, battles are a major, probably the biggest part of Total War, and to see this variety is such a great reason to come back and play 1212 again and again. There's still a lot more to come, of course, and the team are currently working on finishing up the College of Cardinals, which will also, again, make a massive difference to how papal favor, crusades, and faction relations work in the campaign. This is due to be released hopefully in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Overall, I think you'll agree this has been an amazing update. Mercenaries, new units, new campaign mechanics, bug fixes, all make 1212 better than ever before, and fingers crossed 2022 will be a big year for the mod as more and more gets done for it. I've added a link to the mod if you've never played it before and you're looking at this and thinking, wow, I need to try this out. And I've also added a link to the Discord server if you want to get in there to feedback on the mod generally or the new update, talk to like-minded players, or set up multiplayer battles and campaigns. That's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comment section below. Do subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.